Hello everybody, this is XX Ultimate Game Vids here. Took it into the shop and I had it diagnosed, and the motherboard is actually indeed fried. So I have unhooked everything from the motherboard. I'm going to just leave it like this. I might scrap it. There's my cat, he decided to come up. I'm going to take the CPU out. I ordered a new motherboard. It's an ASRock Z77 because it's got to be the LGA 1155 socket for the CPU. So the case, I took everything out, hard drive, everything like that, and I got this new case. It's the Cooler Master 932, and so here I'm gonna actually pull it out for you. I did put it on wheels. I mean, this thing is a beast. It's pretty heavy. It's heavy alone. There's nothing in it right now, except for I did put the disk drive in. You can see I put the disk drive in, and I put, the hard drive in. If you guys want, I can actually show you the LEDs. Actually, no, I'm not gonna hook them up because I already, I had them hooked up earlier to the power supply just to try them, to make sure that everything was, all the fans were blowing, and they are. But I mean, this thing, I'm sure that computer could probably just fit inside this. I mean, this thing's huge. So you got right here, if I could set it down, you got the fans for this. One thing I really like about the fans that are on this, it's got hoppers, jumpers. What you do is you take and plug up the power supply end into this, and it jumps onto the next fan. So you could just keep jumping them, using less cords. It's a cord saver. I jumbled up all the cords. They're all up in there. I'll take them out when I build a computer. So far, I really like this idea of not using any of the, I don't have any screws or anything to use. You know, I saved them, but I just don't have to use them. This idea I like on the case. You just put the black up there. I accidentally put them on the back without paying attention because I was just putting them on. But once you have to line it up, and it'll just, hang on, it grabs the case. There we go. Okay. So as you can see, it locks it. Disk drive is locked in. This is for the water cooling. This is the advanced edition, so it's got the water cooling on top. Which brings all your ports and all that. They can come down in. The other side's for cord management, which I am going to use when I, get the case all back up, and I'll make a video of it back then when it's all done. But right now, this is the case. I'm sorry I didn't make a video of it unboxing. It's just I didn't have much room to be doing this in. I had to move a lot of stuff in my room around. Let me just set up the camera just right like this. I don't know how much it's going to show, but I have to get this case, the side panel off. There we go. So you have the LED fan right here, and then you got fan right there, and then you got this really big fan right up here, and then you also have this big one right here on the side. So with all of this in there, sorry if I flipped the phone up the wrong way and all, but you got this. So what you do is you just got your filler port up there. You got more ports right here for cooling, for the water cooling. I'm not going to be using water cooling on this. I am going to be running, all your cords out the right way. I'm going to be doing all that, and it looks like one of my disk drives didn't pop in the right way. It looks like it's this one, because it didn't pop down. There we go. And that should go down in there easier. This is for a solid state drive. I don't have any of those. I just have one terabyte hard drive. I gotta get another hard drive. I am going to lose all my memory as I'm switching motherboards. I mean, I could get lucky and it could boot up, but I don't think it's going to. There's no way. So I'm probably going to lose everything. And I'll just be I'm going to probably try and start making more videos and stuff now. But I really like this idea of the actual how it grabs it and everything. I just really like that. It's a really cool idea that Cooler Master came up with to lock it in. And it's got this is for a GPU. It's just a cooler. I believe it just makes the flow of the air go out to this fan down here, this front panel fan. And this comes off. This front panel comes off. You got that. So I mean, yeah, I really like this case. When you're going to put your graphics cards in, you just got to put some pressure down on the back of that, and then these fall out. I really like that because with the HP, I hated my HP. I really didn't like it. It's right here. With this, whatever you took out of this never went back in. So the pieces that went down in here, once you pushed them out, that's it. They don't go back in. So that's how that worked. I did have a graphics card in that. That's what I'm doing. I salvaged this, took all the parts out of it. I have the CPU that I am going to take out of that. I'm going to be upgrading it to an i5 because what came with this computer is an i3. What came with this, HP. So it's going to have an i3. It's going to have all the same parts in it. I'm going to be running it with an i5. I have to find a LGA 1155 socket. But once I get everything back and once I start getting more money with this, I'm going to be using it a lot for gaming, and I'm going to be getting the new processor, so this way maybe it'll run a little bit better on games. I know that my graphics card's decent. It's pretty good. It's a GTX 760. I think it's the Superclock edition. It's EVGA. It's got the dual fans on top. I really like it. The cooling on it's very nice. So yeah, once I get this all done, actually once the motherboard comes in, I'll make a video showing how to put it together. Actually, I don't know if I'm going to make the video because depending on when school starts the day that it's supposed to come in, so I mean, I don't know if I can get around to making the video on it. I might just come home and put it together, and I might take a video of it after having it all done. And then I'll do a first boot with it. I might do that. This is technically my first time building a computer. I mean, I have ripped this one completely apart, all the way apart, and put it all the way back together. So, I mean, it's a little bit more advanced on this because you have these, which that other one didn't have. I have to put these on the motherboard, things like that. I mean, it's not rocket science. I really think that it's pretty easy. But one thing I do like is this. The SATA comes down. This is for you plug this into the motherboard, and it is a reset switch right up here for the motherboard. And then you got power switch, which all of that comes in with the wires down here. So yeah, I mean, you got your USBs right here, all the front USBs. I believe that they might just be for these. Yeah, those are just for these, because your USB 3.0s are actually, where are they at? Buried down in here. This wire. This is my 3.0s right here. I salvaged a lot of the parts out of the other one. I tried to take as much wiring and as much stuff out of it as I possibly could. I have SATA cables out of it now. I have tons of stuff that just came with it. So yeah, I mean, I really like this case. It's got the thumb screws, which makes it a lot easier to take parts off of it. So let me just set this back up, just like that, to show you me putting it back together. It's pretty weighty. I mean, this thing is like 40 pounds coming out of the box. I gotta figure out what way this goes back on. Leave it goes back on. Oh, this is the other side. So this one goes on here. It's got a little glass window on it. I do like that. I wish that the window was maybe a little bit bigger. I'm going to try and maybe put an LED around it. I mean, I thought maybe putting an LED around the glass would look kind of cool. But I do kind of wish the window was a little bit bigger. I mean, yeah, you can see around the bottom down here. You can see around this. I might put an LED to light that up because you could really actually see if you light this all bottom up. So, I mean, I feel like maybe lighting that up would make it look kind of neat. So you could actually see the inside. I wish that I would be able to see my inside of it, but I mean, you could see it out of that little window, but I just wish that they would have brought a big window down, but I'm guessing, I mean, they couldn't do it with the fan, but I think they could have done away with that big fan. I mean, this thing's got monstrous fans in it. I've seen a lot of cases that don't have that. So we got this now on. This side is a lot more stiff than the other side. Once you like lock it in, it kind of just sits there. You don't even really need the screws because it's pretty solid on this. I don't know. I mean, we're gonna see how it all goes together, and for as big as this case is, I think it'll be very easy to work around on the room wise. I mean, you gotta think, I'm going from, I don't even know what they would consider the size of this case. I mean, it might be a mid, but I don't know. It might be, I don't think this is a mid. This thing is pretty small. I mean, it might be a mid. Yeah, it's a mid size, but I mean, I like the full size cases because to me it's just a lot easier to work on. I had to put the wheels on today because I feel like it's just much easier to move around with the wheels. And so yeah, I mean, I'll probably start making more videos now that I have this, now that I'm gonna have it all built. And one thing I like is I moved a bunch of stuff around. I put all that up against the wall. I got a lot of stuff to do with the wires and everything, but what I did do different is I moved this computer outside. This one used to be sitting on the inside of here where I didn't have as much leg room. Now that I'm gonna have more leg room and stuff, I think that it's gonna be a lot easier to use computer and stuff, because you gotta think my keyboard and mouse didn't, I mean, I was more over this way, so I wasn't aligned up with my screen. So yeah, I mean, hopefully this stuff all works out pretty good. I'm feeling pretty confident with this case that it's gonna be easy to hook up. So yeah, I mean, thanks for watching my videos. I hope you guys enjoyed. Rate, comment, and subscribe.